This is Into Beats 106.5 FM. Hello, this is Amy Botez here from PEPPED Productions. How are we all? Good, I hope? Have any of you got some New Year's resolutions that you're desperate to keep? Well, for me, last year, I wanted to get back to creativity and to become fit again. And you know what? 12 months later, I'm amazed to find that I've actually kept it up. Amazing, I know. So, a little bit more about me. I'm a professional RADA-trained actress and communication coach. And last year was a year of personal discovery and transformation. And funnily enough, my keeping to my New Year's resolutions had a lot to do with my own coaching methods. I train people to use acting techniques to transform their reality and lead them to become a better version of themselves. And we use physical, vocal, and mental exercises to literally take a person from Clark Kent to Superman. So, if your resolution this year is to be braver, to push yourself out of your comfort zone, and to be the best version of you, you're in luck, because for the next 8 weeks, I will be sharing my top tips on personal impact, how we can create it, how we can sustain it, and what steps you need to take to make sure you're creating the maximum personal impact. So what is personal impact? Well, personal impact, to put it in a nutshell, is the impression that people come away with when they meet you. Not just how you look, or you sound, or what you said, but also how you made them feel. And this really is the key. If you only remember one thing from this programme, remember this: people won't necessarily remember what you said, but they will remember how you made them feel. So how do we create it? Well, top tip number 1, have an eye on your personal brand. In the theatre, when we create a character, we think about how a character is packaged. What are we trying to reveal to the audience? It's not just about being confident enough to say your lines and not bump into the furniture. You have to think about how you're using your body, mind, and voice to create and reveal the character. So let's start with the body. Think about what you want people to think of you. What impression do you want to give? Now look at your body language. Stand in front of the mirror and really analyse it. Are you hunching your shoulders, for example? What is that saying? Is this giving out the right message? If not, correct it. Shake off any learned physical habits that are not feeding into what you want people to think of you. And that leads me on to thoughts. We are what we think. Do a thought audit. Is what you're thinking feeding into what you want people to think of you? If you're thinking negatively, for example, that will show. Is that the message you're trying to convey? And that leads me neatly on to the voice. Think about how you're using your voice. In the same way your body and mind give off signals, your voice is a very powerful instrument. We can convey emotion through a slight change in tone or a thoughtful pause. Analyse if how you're using your voice is giving the right message. You know, there was an interesting story in the news recently about how women MPs have received voice coaching to deepen their vocal tone, as this apparently makes them sound more credible. So maybe even record yourself speaking and analyse how you're coming across with different tones and pitches. Play around with it. Because all of these things together, i.e. the physical, vocal and mental, make up your character and how you're perceived by an audience. Now, you may be saying, but I'm not an actor. I can't change. But I dare you, take a little step. Change something about how you're moving, speaking, or thinking, and see if this has an impact on how people feel about you. Then, step by step, build this up until you've built a character, and this character becomes the new normal for you. You can listen back to this segment on my website, which is www.peppedproductions.co.uk. That's PEPPED. And if you have any comments or you want to share something, please don't hesitate to contact me on Twitter at WeArePepped, or check us out on Facebook, where we're listed as PEPPED Productions. And you can use the hashtag WeArePepped. And this is coming from Into Beats 106.5 FM.